This week on SCR. Hey everyone, I'm Janeda, but most people call me Jonda. Any pronunciation is fine though. Today, we will be reviewing an update for the version 1.10.13, along with some operation changes and other stuff. Before we talk about today's update, we noticed that every update they are basically similar, meaning they only update trains and any fixes. Since the version 1.10.10, there are no station upgrades or anything other than just train updates and scenery fixes. But we expect many more updates, especially for version 1.11. So we should still appreciate that the game is having updates often now. Anyway, there are 3 trains left to be meshed, which are Class 321, 508, and 319. According to you guys, most people voted for the Class 321 to be meshed on the next update. We'll see about that. Let's continue with the update. As I usually do first, the sneak peek, containing triple meshed Class 158s, one with 2 coaches and one with 3 coaches. And if we look closely to this class number, it actually says 1587, meaning we might be getting another type of the Class 158, which comes to the patch notes for the version 1.10.13. A new type of train has been added. It has 4 coaches and a double unit train as well, making it the second connect train that is a double unit, along with other upgrades to Class 158s and a minor scenery fixes again. The door animations for the Class 158s had issues after releasing its update, but it was eventually fixed after, so nothing to worry about. So here we have the updated Class 158s. We will drive the double unit train since it is a new type of train. It looks pretty good as usual. I like the texture, the details, the seats, basically everything, just like the previous updates. There are quite interesting things to see here, such as the information sign. It is larger than the others and they have changed the text color to yellow and the background color to blue. The train sounds are basically the same as before. This includes the door sounds. Now, the cab. Looks pretty good and detailed as usual. It's actually unique, having its color blue in here. An interesting thing we noticed is the destination indicator controller here, containing instructions on how to use the destination control. This can make us manually display the destination with this feature, but this is currently not functional as of uploading this video. However, we might have this feature in future updates, though I'm not sure if we will get this feature or it's just a display. These units seems to be connected now. Usually on the double unit trains, these units are separated. As a passenger, you have to get out of the train just to transfer to the other unit. But for this train, they are connected now and no longer need to transfer between units by going out of the train. This is because the cab for this train actually has a gangway in the middle, and it can be used to connect between units, which is what we have right now. Since they are coupled, does it affect the guard positioning? Yes. If we look in the operations info channel, here's the procedure regarding the Class 1587, a double unit train. The guard is positioned at the rear cab instead of the middle. Usually when guarding a double unit train, you are positioned on the middle, but for this double unit train, you will be positioned on the rear. You should guard the train from rear as you would for any single unit train. But what about for dispatchers? If you are dispatching the Class 1587 with the guard present, You should position yourself between the front and the middle of the train and face towards the guard who will be at the rear of the train. Due to this change, they have rephrased the rule for how the dispatching procedure with the guard works. The positioning of the dispatcher is no longer based on whether the train is a single or double unit, but rather if the guard is located at the middle or rear of the train. This is to avoid confusion as the guard is possibly positioned at the rear even if the train is a double unit. They have also updated the dispatcher and guard guides. I recommend that you read them, but here is what has changed for the dispatcher guide. For full guides about dispatching and guarding, the link is in the description. For simple explanation, if the guard is positioned at the middle, the dispatcher should position at the very rear of the train, facing the guard. If the guard is positioned on the rear, the dispatcher should position between the front and the middle of the train, facing the guard. If the guard is not present, the dispatcher should position between the middle and the rear of the train, facing the front. To avoid confusions of where you will be positioning as a dispatcher, do not focus on the train to see whether if it's a single unit or a double unit train. Instead, focus if there is a guard present. If so, identify if the guard exits from either the middle or the rear of the train. Then, position yourself at the appropriate place, always facing the guard if present. Hope this helps. Overall, this update is interesting, unlike the previous ones. I'm wondering how long SCR releases minor updates every week during version 1.10. This actually happened before with version 1.3, having lots of minor updates, reaching the highest one yet, the version 1.3.29x. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed watching this video. If you do, please drop a like and subscribe as well, as it can help me grow on my journey. Thank you so much. Have a good day and goodbye.